26 now.
What'd you say, Rob?
It's 26 minutes after 9.
Now, yes. Adjust your time check.
You may have heard the news yesterday. Two budget airlines, Frontier and Spirit, are planning to merge and create what will be the fifth largest air. Dave hit.
Rickey!
Wait a minute. So now they saying that this could be a good thing, right? Especially for those who trying to get cheap fares to the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Now, meanwhile, in the other airplane news, Delta Airlines wants unruly passengers to face stricter penalties by putting them on a national no-fly list. They say the rate of incidents on Delta flights has increased nearly 100% since 2019. 2019. I said 2019. 2019. Have you seen anything pop off on a plane recently? Have you come in contact with a passenger that probably needs to go on a national no-fly list? Now, do not say the name of the airline. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. Tell us what happened. Have anybody seen anything pop off on a plane?
Yep.
What you seen?
So I was on a flight not too long ago, and I saw a person that had a dog larger than them, and they did not have a separate seat. They were at the feet part of the seat, so right in front of you. So if you're sitting next to that person, you are also sitting with the dog. And I feel like it doesn't matter if they have a service sign or whatever. A dog over 50 pounds needs a seat, period. I don't think they should be allowed to fly, period.
Yeah. What else? What else y'all saw?
I seen a brother, one of our hefty brothers, got on the plane, and I think the rule is if you a certain size, you got to buy 2 seats. Mm-hmm. And he had 1 seat, and he was trying to sit, but he was, leaning over to the other seat. So the flight attendant was like, "Hey, you got to purchase 2 seats." Over. Yeah. And he complained so much they had to kick him off the plane because he couldn't fit in 1 seat.
Yeah. Now I'm a compassionate flyer. I had somebody like really, really big sitting next to me, and my man, was trying his best.
You spilling over.
Trying to fit it in there.
He was trying to fold his arms where his shoulders and his arm would come over on me. Yeah. And the way he was folded up, I was trying not to laugh. I was sitting by the window, and he was in the middle. And I mean, he had folded them arms. But I just tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Listen, man, just relax, bro. 'Cause it ain't bothering me." And I just kind of turned my shoulder, and I told the man to just go ahead and relax. If your arm touched I said, "Sir, I don't care. I don't want you to be that uncomfortable." And I also had a lady, had a dog, Maria, that was there, and the dog was uncomfortable. So the dog had his had put his head like on top of my feet. Or whatever. So I let the dog stay there, and I petted the dog, tried to make sure the dog was comfortable. I'm more of a compassion. I just want everybody in my space to be comfortable. And sometimes on some flights, I just got to suck it. You just got to suck it up and just deal with it, because I don't want somebody next to me to be uncomfortable.
Especially when you're being polite.
Right. Now here's who need to be on this band flying list. You go to Miami International Airport, and them fights that be breaking out because they get mad because they won't let them on the plane because they was late. Well, the plane's sitting right there. Well, once they close it at the thing, once they close the flight, just because the plane out there, that don't mean that they can go out there and open the door back to let you on. And they don't care about the excuses, whether it's traffic or whatever. And the fights that break out, man, I done seen more fights in Miami International Airport than I have ever seen. And people that fight, that don't even make it to the plane, that fighting in the airport, need to be put on a national no-fly list, because kids in the airport, number one,
dangerous.
It is dangerous. It's embarrassing, or whatever. And but other than that, I hadn't seen no fights or nothing pop off. So hit us up, 866-9-RICKY. Good morning.
I am a flight attendant for a major airline. I'm actually leaving the airport right now, and boy, do I have some answers for y'all. Okay, so I'll just tell you what happened to me this week. So a man came on board. We noticed later he was intoxicated, and we're not permitted to serve him alcohol at that point. He started asking other passengers to buy him drinks. And then when they refused, he peed on himself, peed in the seat, went to the bathroom, left his underwear there. Yes.
No.
Came back and was walking. He forgot to put his pants back on. So he had changed his underwear to a fresh pair and came back. Let's see. I've had people, this is a sensitive topic, but I've had old lady using a breastfeeding machine, which is fine. You know, you have to pump your breast milk, but use a privacy blanket. She just had her breast out on the tray table, and the gentleman next to her was so uncomfortable. He came and let us know we had to ask her to put it away. People do ridiculous things. I think they forget when they get on the plane that they're not at home. They completely move in, spread out, spread their things out. It's just so much. I think one of the major things that needs to stop on the airlines, and some of them have done it, is alcohol, because people just don't know how to act. They don't.
All right, man, we talking about crazy stuff on flights. Gary, I had one of your frat sisters sitting next to me in first class and then cross her ankle all the way cross in front of me, crossing your leg to the point where your legs swinging all in front of mine. I said, sir, no, sir.
Or ma'am.
I said, no, sir. One of your white counterparts.
But I know she let you have it, honey. I'm
crossing and swung your leg. We sitting already up against the wall, up in Buckhead seat in the very front row. Now your leg swinging, and then you swing your leg. You won't even be still. I wouldn't have said nothing. But I'm trying to watch TV, and your legs swinging back and forth like a damn grandfather clock thing in front of my face like that. Yeah, one of your frat sisters. I tried to get you on the phone, but you didn't answer.
These girls have to be comfortable, Rick. I'm sorry, honey. She paying all that money. This girl like, girl, I'm going to cross my leg and think about the next dollar I'm going to make when I get off this plane.
Yes.
Let's go to the phone. Good morning.
A whole row of women got their butts done. They didn't want to sit down the entire time on the flight. They was about to get kicked off of that flight by the flight attendant and put on the next flight. They couldn't sit down because of their butts, because they couldn't put any pressure on their butts. So they had to sit up or sit on their knees the entire time. Just came back from Miami, had blood jobs, and they couldn't sit down. The doctor said they couldn't sit down, but they had to sit down, for different phases of the flight, off with the butts.
Yeah, I had a girl that had got butt injections or whatever, and I'm like, man, that chick was tall. I thought she was tall when we were sitting down because her head was touching the overhead bin, and then when she
Rickey, oh my God,
sitting on that life raft.
I can't stand you.
That heifer was sitting on a Goodyear tire.
Stack of them.
Boy, when she went to the bathroom, folks started putting their drinks on her butt. They thought it was the bartender coming down with that tray. Listen, y'all, if y'all, all right, y'all.